We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.
Click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's the Nothing But Niners crew, and we are back to bring you guys a fun-filled, jam-packed episode. Breezy, man, we got a lot to discuss, and we're going to have to tear this thing down. How you doing over there, big dog?
I'm doing good, man. You know, I like to start stuff on the internet, man. You know, I'm sitting out there putting stuff. People like, yo, what you talking about, Breezy? Like, listen, man, just chill out. Once I confirm the source, we'll go ahead and do it. So we got so much to get into with rumors, NFL news, we got the running backs we're going to talk about today and our fullback. Look, it's going to be a banging show, guys. It's going to be a power hour. Hopefully we'll get it done in an hour. Make sure you guys is liking and subscribing and tuning in and share. Tell a friend, Mike. I'm ready, baby. I'm amped up, man. I just got out of the studio. I got nothing but energy, baby.
Let's go. I like it, man. Studio ball, going out there, laying some stuff down, and now you come back and you want it again, man. My man is like Mr. Electronic over there, just running through it all. But listen, guys, we have to go through some quick formalities. I'm just going to pop them up here on the screen. He already told you guys, hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you know exactly when we are going live here on YouTube, all right? Give us a follow on Twitter and Snapchat. Those handles are Nothing But Nine, ERS. Give us a follow on our Facebook as well as Instagram. That is Nothing But Niners, spelled out with spaces in between. We also have a Twitch account. I'm not sure if we're actually broadcasting on Twitch tonight because there was an issue with their servers. So if we are not on Twitch tonight, we apologize, but that handle is also Nothing But Niners, all lowercase, all as one word. We have a website, guys. It is www.nothingbutniners.com, your one-stop shop for any and everything 49ers from us here at Nothing But Niners. You almost pulled a Nick over there. I saw you, bro. I saw you. All right. But listen, man, we got a lot to talk about. I don't have my list in front of me. I don't know if you have it over there still or not, but we got a whole list of items that we're going to talk about. And let's run down these bad boys. You want to start with league news or 49ers news?
I think we should start with the league news, man, because it's bigger than the 49ers, but it affects the 49ers in every way.
Okay. So let's start with this one right here, man. This one is from Pro Football Talk, which is a site that I can't stand. We know who owns that. That's Mike Florio. Listen, I'm going to put it all out there. You know me. Ain't no shame in my game. But the 2020 preseason has been cut in half per source. Post coming at PFT. Now, they already canceled the Hall of Fame game. All right. Now they're saying that 2 of the 4 preseason games are done. Breezy, let's talk about the long-term implications of this, man. I tried to tell y'all while I was panicking the other night, but we're going to get to that some more later on. But I tried to explain to y'all while I was panicking and the implications this could have, and people didn't seem worried. But here we are. It's getting closer and closer to kickoff time, and more are getting canceled. What are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, man, I thought that the whole preseason would have been foregone, right? I thought the whole preseason at some point might have been canceled. And it started with the Hall of Fame game. And for them to cancel the Hall of Fame game, not only did they cancel the Hall of Fame game, they also postponed the Hall of Fame, ceremonies where they're going to induct the new Hall of Famies. I made up my own word or whatnot. So that's huge.
Inductees.
Yeah, the inductees, right? So the NFL is doing and taking all, safety precautions or whatnot. And you know what, guys, like we have to sit here and just say, look, one day at a time, the virus isn't going anywhere. And it is what it is. And the Hall of Fame game, and now 2 games. So now the preseason has been cut short, which means we may not see our starters during the preseason. And that's what we really should discuss. Should we play the starters during the preseason? I'm a big hell no. Why? Well, you know why. But then again, it's one of those type of sports where injuries are going to happen and you don't know when they're going to happen, right? So they're going to happen when they happen. But the reason why I wouldn't play our starters in the 2 preseason games is because we really want to see Mike and the rest of the faithful that are watching. We really want to see what we have. right? We really want to get good film on the rest of the prospects that we know are trying to make the team. We already know who's going to be on the team. We already know. We already know who our at least our starting 22 is. I think we should know that. But then when it comes down to that 55-man roster, we need to go out there and sit there and watch those guys play 2 full games, get as much work as they can, because there's no there was no OTAs were via Zoom. There's no training camp is supposed to start when it's supposed to start, but who knows what that's going to be like. They already cutting games, so practices aren't going to be the same. They might be an hour a day and blah 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 whatnot.
Right.
So Mike, like, what do you think? Like,
it's a tough situation for the teams to be in, right? Imagine this, right? Even travel right now, people aren't allowed to sit next to each other on flights, right? Flights are open, but how many planes is it going to take you to get 90 people plus your coaching staff to an away game during the preseason, right? So then, if I'm the GM, I'm like, all right, well, like you said, I'm not sending my starters. No need to send them. Let's evaluate everybody else. But then there's attrition. These guys are getting tired. They're out there. You know what I mean? Like, what happens when your depth starts getting affected by it? It's a lot going on, and something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. And this is going to have implications down the road. 2 games. Now, people want to downplay it. They sell tickets to these preseason games.
Yes, they do.
Okay, these aren't free. People pay to go to these preseason games, right? That's everything gone already. That's 2 games right there. Now they don't sell out like regular season games, stuff like that. But it's still income that is gone from all 32 teams. Gone. So, and that's just as of right now. We don't know what's going to happen later on. So it's something to definitely keep our eye on. And you know, it's going to be, what's the preseason going to be about this year for the Niners, right? So now we're not arguing about, oh, is Akello going to earn his spot over Mosley, or is Mosley going to earn his spot over Akello? Now it's like, well, what depth pieces are going to make the team? We know both of those guys are going to be on the roster. So now let's just see if you know, Jermichael Hasty can make the roster instead of Salvin Ahmed. You get what I'm saying? So that's what, now all of a sudden that becomes the camp battles now, instead of, you know, who's going to start, who's going to play opposite Richard Sherman. Will Richard Sherman get outseated? Maybe we move Richard Sherman to safety. Like, all that's done. Now all the big names, that talk is going by the wayside now. Now you only got 2 games to evaluate your depth.
But not just that, Mike. It's not just the depth that we're evaluating. We still have to evaluate the depth. We still have to evaluate Jerick McKinnon. We still have to evaluate Trent Taylor, Jalen Hurd. Like, let's really like break this down, because those guys haven't played it down in 2 seasons, right? A season. So we're still evaluating. Some guys still may not make this team. It makes it harder for the coaches because they really got to sit there and nitpick at dropping the roster size down to 55. And then how does this affect the the guys that don't make the team and the practice squad? Like, how does this affect the practice squad? Will people be able to pick our guys up quicker or whatnot? You know, this is a domino effect.
Right.
And it's very possible. I'm not saying percentage wise it's high, but it's very likely that there may not be an NFL season. And if there is an NFL season, guys, just prepare for the season to be different. Okay?
Right.
Prepare for it to be different.
Yeah. And like you said, you know, McKinnon, you know, are you going to want him out there running behind a backup or a 3rd string offensive line? You know, so it's a lot of stuff to think about for the coaches. I'm glad I'm not them, and I'm glad that we're not in that position. But because we have so much to get to, we're going to keep it pushing here. We're going to try to keep it on league-wide stuff. There's one more I don't have a graphic for, and I apologize about this, but the supplemental draft got nixed. Now, this may not seem like a big deal. It doesn't have much to do with the 49ers, right? The odds are we weren't going to take anybody in the supplemental draft anyway. I don't know who. I was trying to find a list of what players decided to make themselves eligible for the supplemental draft. I don't know if there were any at all, honestly. But here's why this is a big deal, right? And it's only going to affect a couple of people, just a handful of people. But the guys who go to the supplemental draft, now usually they have like academic issues and all that. And that's why they're doing it in the first place. But they give up their college careers. They give up. Like, that's it. You turn all that in. You can't go back. That is it.
Wow.
That's it. And so you're saying, all right, they foregone draft. Please, somebody picks me up, and I'm done with college.
So they forego their scholarships, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
What a gamble.
So all that's gone, and now they say, "Oh, guess what, guys? No supplemental draft this season now." Now what? What happened to those guys?
I think the colleges should. It might not even be college football, but I think the colleges should, because of what's going on, they should have a way to get those guys back on and back into scholarship role. I don't know. I don't work for colleges or know how the colleges work. But I'm hoping that they find a way to get these guys, back into their scholarships, into their programs, because they didn't know that this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't know COVID was going to be a terror or whatnot. So, it's real out there. We don't know exactly what real it is, the realness, but we do know it's had a lot of negative effects, and it's negatively affecting everything. Like, this is not just about football, guys. We're talking about all the sports. We're talking about kids' schools. We're talking about, I was out getting my car service today, and I was just overhearing a lady talk. She said, "I'm not sending my kid back to school." I said, I feel her, but I wanted to hear what she was saying. She was like, my kid's not wearing a mask. They're not going to keep a mask on. And she's like, it just doesn't deem safe. Those that aren't from the state of Connecticut, I was about to say our governor put out a 50-page plan on getting the kids back to school. And it was the dumbest plan it was the worst 50 pages I've ever read in my time. I don't even read, but I read that. And it was the worst 50 pages I've ever read, because 48 of those pages made no sense. But anyway, when I brought that up because everything is being, jeopardized. And it's not about us being afraid of corona or things like that. We just have to take precautionary measures for what's going on. All right, guys. So with that being said, let's keep it moving, bro, because we got a lot of stuff to cover, man.
Yeah, so those are the two non-49ers things.
Dang, no supplemental draft and the preseason pushback for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Gee, I mean, not pushback, but canceled two games of the preseason. Jeez, it's gonna be real.
There's a couple of other things here that we have to discuss. Let me see if this is
There's a few rumors that we got to discuss, right?
Yeah, which one you want to get to first?
Let's get to the non-injury rumor.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So that is this one?
That's that one.
This one right here. The one that 49er fans been waiting. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When this is all done, I'm going to serve y'all the biggest crow pie ever, bro. Ever. Everybody telling me I was stupid and crazy for saying that the most I would give Kittle is $15 million a year. And I said it don't even need that much. I kept saying 13.5 a year. It's fine. But hey, I might have to run inside because it looks like it's about to rain. I keep seeing lightning and thunder over my head. So,
please be
but
safe.
I'm gonna keep rocking for now because I like it. So, but I kept telling people that 13.5, 14 makes him highest paid. That's 50% more than the next closest guy to him. You don't just completely break the market like that, right? They told me I was crazy. I was stupid. Look at this.
Who told you were crazy and stupid, Mike?
Everybody in the goddamn chat.
Wait a minute, Mike. Just because we didn't agree with you doesn't mean you're crazy and stupid, Mike. It's just that we're talking about a player that's worth whatever. And what I think pre-agent, like, it was cool. Then when the agent came out and said, "I want my guy to get $20 million a year," it's like, now. If people were thinking that they were going to give him $20 million a year, now we could call them crazy and look at them like they're silly. But I'm a $15 million guy. And the reason why I'm a $15 million guy is the simple fact that he's worth that. And even though he would make $5 more million than the highest paid tight end right now, right? He would make $5 more million. And the only category that he struggles in is touchdowns, right? Because Travis Kelce is clearly probably blowing him out when it comes to touchdowns. Pause. It didn't sound right. So I didn't think you were crazy, Mike, at 13 million, but I just think that his agent, which I won't say his name, threw the whole faithful off course. Like, maybe not you and only you, but the rest of the faithful was just like 20 million. Then they were probably taking your figure, and then you were getting the $13 to $17 million range, which I even thought was
saying
crazy.
To give him 20, bro. Like, that's the thing. It's those people that
was crazy too.
But yeah, so This is from a good source. It says, if someone in the know feels George Kittle and 49ers could land on a contract worth $13 million a year, says Matt Burrows. So this is a source of a source of a source, but we're bringing it to you guys here. We wanted you guys to see that. Probably should have took that off by now, but my bad.
Did George Kittle really have 5 TDs called back? I know I remember 3. He had 5 TDs called back?
No, I'm pretty sure it was 5. He had like 2 or 3 in one game.
Thanks,
that game
bro.
against Carolina was National Tight Ends Week. He had 2 called back in that game by itself.
He did have 2 called back in that game.
The game in Tampa, the first game of the season, he had the first touchdown, but that one came back.
Okay.
So I know
those are only 3 I remember, obviously, right?
Okay.
No, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying, guys. He would have more touchdowns. I'm just saying that is the skewed stat from Travis Kelce, but he definitely should be the highest paid tight end in the game, especially when you're getting an impact player that does so much. And we all knew that he was a team guy. I think I brought up the silly scenario of him sitting out for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, like his agent is probably saying to him, listen, man, you get hurt, you're gonna blow your shot. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that his contract stated, hey, well, if you don't play, you're gonna blow your shot. You get what I'm saying? Like it's he has one of those weird worded contracts. So you would have seen George Kittle out there week 1 bearing injury. He would have been out there.
Yeah, I agree. I very, very much agree. We have one more here before the injury news, and this one we're not going to talk on a whole lot, but this is from David Lombardi, trusted friend and source of 49er Faithful on Twitter. Coronavirus-related restrictions will hurt the NFL's 2020 revenue. That can lower the 2021 salary cap. That's a significant deal for the 49ers, who've already committed to significant spending then. This is one of my crow pies that I was talking about. This is another one of my I told y'all so moments. He just said it can lower the salary cap. So I'm not a capologist. I reached out to guys who actually cover the cap for a living. Like there's a guy, Jason Hurley, on Twitter. I believe his name is JAY84 something. So I can't remember the whole thing, but his name is Jason Hurley. He covers the 49ers salary cap. Like it's what he does. Like he doesn't have any. And I asked him straight up, is it possible for the salary cap to be lowered? He said yes. Then David Lombardi posed this one. He is someone also very much connected and in the know. Listen, it's not even up for debate anymore. It can be lowered. Now, whether you choose to believe it or not, whether or not it will happen, but it can be lowered. And so that's all. That's the reason why we wanted to put that out there. We want to get you guys the information when we get it. You know, we did an entire show on it just yesterday. And sorry about that. We did an entire show on it yesterday, and we wanted to make sure that you guys got the information. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. That crow pie. I'm gonna bake a real pie. I'm gonna bake a real pie. I can't say it's gonna be crows in it because I don't want Peter showing up at my door. But I'm gonna bake a real pie and let y'all see it. But Breezy, what are your thoughts on that when you see it there? And like I said, I know we had a long talk on it all. But what are your thoughts when you see it like that?
Yeah, when it comes to talking about the salary cap, it's just not my forte. So I kind of go along with what we are saying, the research that we come up with, and we just did not have the answer on the other show. We all assumed that it would be affected, but then some of us thought that the money was already accounted for in 2021 due to the TV contracts or whatnot. And we didn't have that. But then when you talk to the experts, and the experts say that it can be, not that it will be, but that it can be, that just puts the ceiling on the puts the cap on the top, like that pretty much says it all. Guys, the salary cap can be affected due to the coronavirus, due to revenue and sales of people going to games. You see that they're going to be offering different things for people, for the different fans that go to the games or whatnot. If they don't go, they're going to have some type of corona screening at these games and things. I don't know. You probably won't see Wayne Breezy at any games this year, just not because I'm scared. I just have a family. God forbid I go out there, catch coronavirus and then whatnot, and then I'm just like, oh man, and I don't like to go to the doctors as it is, so it would be a problem. So that's the thing. But Mike, yeah, man, you were pretty spot on, man. I will probably ship you some of the ingredients for your crow pie. I could probably find some crows for you around here. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? Right. What's good, everybody out there? But I definitely, you hit the nail on the head. I was unsure, but I was going with what everybody was saying. I think Tony was with you, and Nick. I was with Nick on the situation because I thought the money would be accounted for as well. But you talk to the experts,
look,
and the experts said that it can be, so that's what it can.
I thought about it like this, right? You go to a dealership and you go to get a new car, and they work out your payments based off of what your salary is. You had a job for 10, 15 years, right? They don't expect you to get fired. You don't expect to get fired. So they can project what your pay can and should be every single month, right? But here's the thing. You get into a car accident, you out of work, that's an unexpected circumstance that will affect those projections.
Which is what coronavirus is. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
I got you. I got you, bro.
That's all. This isn't, that one I really wasn't happy to pound my chest on because I really am worried about it. But again, people are still, no, it's not going to happen. Can't happen. It's not that it can't, it can. Now, will it is something else. And that part we'll have to see down the road. All right. It's time, man. We're going to try something different on the show, guys. This is new. Here we go.
Wait, we got one more rumor.
Huh?
We got one more rumor.
Oh, there's another one before it?
Boom.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Breaking news. Injury rumor. Defensive back and guest on our show, DJ Reid, rumored to have torn his pectoral muscle, which is, that little pec inside, your chest. He could be out for part of the 2020 season. What's funny was when I heard the news, I heard that he was going to be out for the season, and now we're hearing news that he could be out for half of the season, about 6 months or whatnot. And we just don't know if this is real or not, but it hasn't broke.
Right. No one confirmed it at all. Oh, you know what? Why didn't I think to do the phone a friend and find out from him?
We could have just called. Yeah.
No. We won't do that tonight. It's okay.
Right.
Maybe we'll get some conclusive. I forgot that he was on here.
Yeah.
That's on you. That's you dropped the ball there. That was
right. I didn't want to text him because if the rumor is true, he might be feeling some type of way. He texted me back a bunch of middle fingers. So I didn't you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Steve, our boy Steve on that image too, bro. That joint is fire. Yeah. Got me singing, Steve.
Steve hooked that one up.
Yo, I posted it too. That's my guy, yo.
Thank you,
but we both on it, right? It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, no, Steve hooked that up, man. I'm glad to have him back in the fray and in the mix, man. Because, whoo, man, that boy
graphics. That boy good. Man, Sean is sending all type of contributions tonight. Sean, we appreciate you, man. Eat a squirrel acorn pie. How many Niners have corona? We don't know.
All I've heard of is that one.
We just heard of the one.
Somebody that was there at the camp, at Camp Jimmy, had it tested positive. I haven't heard of anybody else at all. So
Camp
that's
Jimmy.
very good. We saw a video today of Debo. Oh wait, that's one of our topics. You want to get to that now?
Yeah, go for
Debo.
it.
I'm going to say Kendrick. So yeah, KB was seen on video teaching the young rookie Brandon Aiyuk some route running and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts when you see something like that? Because I'm not gonna, let me tell you, I got excited.
You can't ask me my thoughts on this, on a guy being a leader. You can't ask me.
Come on now.
You can't ask me. Sorry, Sean, if I'm waking up Canaan. You cannot ask me about my thoughts on Kendrick Bourne being a leader, because I said it on this. I don't say it on no other show. I'm all nothing but Niners. That's me. I said it on this show that he's a leader. I said I said him and Debo, and I said that this team, if you remember, I said that this team is a bunch of what? I didn't say regular wolves. I said what kind of wolves? Dire wolves, which means that they all will lead at some point. They all could take the realm of leading, and he is a leader. I know Debo Samuel is going to be a leader. Why do I know that? From what they learned from a leader. Okay. Emmanuel Sanders didn't come into this game as a leader. He was under wide receivers, right? He learned the tricks of the trade. He got balls thrown to him from some of the best quarterbacks in his lifetime, and he learned how to become a leader. When he got to San Francisco, that's when he said, listen, you saw the videos. So did you see how attentive those players were in his video? They were listening to him like he was Jesus. Like they were, yes, sir. Yes, sir. There was no arguing, no nothing. And I know that's a double negative, but I'm just trying to tell you that the Kendrick Bourne to Brandon Aiyuk for a guy that went undrafted, right? That you guys said will never ever be a number one wide receiver. I'm talking about y'all. Will never be a number one wide receiver. You said he can't even be a number two wide receiver, is leading the sheep.
Not only the sheep, bro. That's the first round
draft pick.
This isn't him over there talking to her on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? This isn't him talking to Christian McCaffrey. Not Christian. What's his name? Max McCaffrey.
Oh yeah, the other McCaffrey.
You got a tall ass McCaffrey. Him. This is Brandon Aiyuk, the first round draft pick. And listen, there's no pride. This is the guy that's gunning for your spot, Kendrick. There's no pride. It's all thrown to the wayside for the betterment of the team. And listen, this is what got me excited. All offseason, KB was posting video after video after video after video of that workout, right? He's giving that mentality to the rookies, dude. Like, imagine if we saw, look, people got hype off of the George Kittle videos that they seen. And I'll be honest with you, George Kittle hasn't posted half of the workout videos that Kendrick Bourne has. Now imagine Kendrick Bourne giving that mentality to all. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's go, man. I'm gonna start screaming out here. Let me shut up.
And if you remember, Mike, you didn't see a lot of Brandon Aiyuk stuff as well, right? And now Aiyuk is starting to come of age, and I think it's part is because he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, this isn't what we call, conceitedness or things like that. Kendrick Bourne is a player that's confident. Why? Because he started from the bottom.
Right.
Okay. I don't think half of y'all can relate to what starting from the bottom is like. All right. And because of that boy is going out there working. And I don't even think he cares if he starts. Like, he just wants to contribute. When you call his number, I'm going to perform. He doesn't care if Aiyuk starts over him. He wants Aiyuk to be prepared. Right? That's what it's all about. Oh, come on, man. That's my favorite character. He wants him to be prepared. I like the villains. Don't be mad at me. He wants him to be prepared, yo. He wants him to be prepared. And that, look, man, if we don't get into this running back show, bro, I will talk about this.
Oh, we got more stuff, man. Where's the list? Where's the list? What else was there?
Hold on.
But that one was damn exciting, though. I'll be honest with you, man. I was very excited to see him out there. Like there's only so many reps for wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Aiyuk is a first round pick. He's going to be out there. Debo, they expect to be out there, right? Like, these guys are vying for playing time, and he's like, this is how you get better. I love it. Selfless. Completely selfless.
Mike, that's the whole list, bro. It's running back time.
That was it. Oh, okay, here we go. Look at us, man.
We're on time too. Look at that.
Early, man. I like this. Okay, so, guys, this is going to be our running back show. I don't have any of the numbers, weights, nothing like that pulled up. I can get them. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do this down here.
Hold on, I gotta read this contribution by Sean because it's funny. I'm gonna film it. As soon as you said Kanan, if Bourne gains some weight, could he be Anquan type? No, I think our organization is Steps AD of a league. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. But I don't think he has. Anquan Bolden has some ridiculous hands, and he was a ridiculous type of a dog. Anquan Bolden was a purebred type of dog of a wide receiver. Kendrick Bourne is a different type of dog. Kendrick Bourne is like a German Shepherd, and Anquan Bolden was give me a meaner dog. Like give you know what I'm saying?
German Shepherds get a lot of respect out there now.
They do, but to me, that seems like what Kendrick Bourne is on, on the verge of becoming. But Anquan Bolden was like a different type of dog. Like, he was just different. I can't explain it. I don't see him going in that light. I actually just see Kendrick Bourne becoming a Kendrick Bourne. Why? Because he's able to mold himself into what he wants to become. All Kendrick Bourne has to do is work on what? His hands, his routes, maybe.
It's not even his hands, man. 3 drops all last year. I'm not going to beat him up over that even.
And it's funny because they all happen in like the same game. Like, godly. Listen, I'm a running back. That's the position I play. I'm at that running back weight. I can still probably play running back. I just can't run as fast as these running backs. You're not gonna get a 4.5, 4.4, 4.3, 4.2. You might get a 4.6.7 or 4.67 out
You
of me.
think you running a 4.6, bro?
I think I could run a 4.7, bro. I think I can. Wait, I gotta check to see what Eric Crocker's time because I heard he was slow. And if he's slow, I definitely can't outrun. So I'm probably like a 4.8. I'm probably like a 5.0. I bet you right now I would challenge Rich Eisen and I could beat him. How about that?
Rich can't be your bar, bro. That can't be the bar. That can't be the bar.
He runs it every year and he tries his hardest to run so fast. And it's just like
He be out there in dress shoes. Like,
he puts real sneakers on. He just be in suits.
Damn, I can't get my this is gonna annoy me right now.
Yeah, Bourne.
I know what to do.
Testing catches though. Niners ahead, lead ahead of league dealing with Corona. Yeah, I don't think that the Niners have Corona issues. We just don't know who the player was that had Corona. That's all that was.
Did I turn sideways on the screen?
You did.
Oh man, damn it! All right, hold on. Let me put this back there. Give me a second. Bear with me.
You smacked it up, flipped it, and rubbed it down. Oh no. Yo, did Andrew just talk? Yo, listen. If you didn't have a power pad in your life, you totally missed out on childhood. The power pad was probably one of the greatest joints to play track. Matter of fact, Andrew, you had to play track and field 2 on the power pad. Track and field 1 was just regular Nintendo game. Yo, the power pad was the joint. I had anything about Nintendo. I had the only thing I didn't have from Nintendo was in '86 with Rob the robot. I didn't have Rob, but I had everything after that.
He said 86. I was 3 years old, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's cool.
Nintendo started with a robot named Rob. You know what I'm saying? And he used to drop this cartridge. I don't know what he used to do, yo, but it was crazy.
Breezy out there showing y'all his age, man. All right, I hear you, bro. I hear you. All right, here we go. Here's my roster list. All right. I'm going to try to do this from down here. Today is running back and fullbacks. Do you want to pull up their information or do you want me to do it? One of us got to hit the graphics. We have a rule for the graphics. They're going to be up there for 3 seconds, so you guys got to be paying attention.
All right, I'll do my best to get the info going. So let's do I got running backs right here.
Okay.
Let me make sure it loads up.
Running backs and fullbacks.
Yep, I'll do fullbacks next. Well, I have this can't be right. Oh no, you know what? It's wrong. Let me go to this year. Now, did you hear about something about Mostert being extended, or is that
Mostert got extended already? He got the 3-year deal last year.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, he got extended last year. I just want to get the weight, size. You know, if you pull up any like Pro Football Reference, it'll have that in their stats from last year.
Yeah, but I can't sign in. But let me see if they'll still let me look up the players.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I can get, like I said, I can get the basic information because we know a lot about these running backs.
This might work.
We just gonna wrap about them. Okay. And while Breezy's looking that up, man, I want to look at some of these comments that are out here, man. Yeah, 3 million, 3-year, $9 million last year.
All right, I tell you what. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm just gonna go one by one. So as you talk about them, I'm gonna pull them up. I was on Sport Track, which was getting their free agency. So that's
contract and shit like that.
Yep.
Let's start with the most obvious one. Let's start with the guy who is. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Who do you think is pegged to be the starter? Because I don't know. A lot of people still think it's Coleman. I am of the Mostert camp. Who do you think is going to be the starter?
So I'm going to get
Cal. Now who's going to get the most carries? Who's going to be the starter?
I'm going to get laughed at because I'm going with Coleman. I think Coleman is the bell cow of the team. All right, and I'm saying that because of his it's his durability, and you want the change of pace back to come and throw the defense off. So I think that Coleman, you don't want Coleman being your change of pace back. It's crazy. Right. All right, hear me out. You got a guy that's gonna get you. Coleman averaged. Wait, hold on. He averaged 4 yards a carry. All right, so let me just bring that up. So you want a guy that could get 4 yards a carry, 4 yards on first down, maybe 4 yards on second. And then if it's third and short and you bring in Raheem Mostert or whatnot, and he gets you 13 yards on a third, like it's ridiculous. So my theory is they still go with Coleman, but who knows what camp is going to be like, because if McKinnon is back, who knows? All right, so I think I got
pull up his information. We want age. We want age, experience.
All right, so he's 27 years old. He's 6'1", 205 pounds.
There he is running with his arms waving. Go ahead.
All right, let's go to his stats. Pro Football Reference. That was the site that I like to use. Okay, my bad. You said that. All right, so I'm looking up Coleman's numbers.
I think Coleman got a lot of praise from the 49er fans because of his history with Shanahan. I was just buying time. But I think it's his history with Kyle Shanahan and not much else, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of the games I was watching, I got frustrated watching him. He just runs into the backs of his blockers. His vision is not where it needs to be. He of the three main running backs last year, with Mostert, Breida, and Coleman, I think he had the worst vision of all three of them. I kind of saw him running into the back of it, like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not sure he's the zone guy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I still think that they probably, even in Atlanta, I think that they used Freeman to run those zone runs, and then Coleman will come in and get, those different yards. But, I got to fix my lighting. So
now he had that phenomenal game in Carolina. We're never going to forget that, right? That one game he had 4 touchdowns, but that was half his total, like all season, right? What did he finish the season with, like 8 or 9 touchdowns? So that's half his total in one game, which is, let's be honest, that's an anomaly. You're not doing that on a regular basis. That's not normal. But he was steady Eddie. He was in there. He was consistent. He was consistently frustrating. It's like little run. And whenever he did see the hole, boom, he would explode through the hole. And it's like, oh, there he is. That's the Coleman that we want to see. But
I felt like Coleman had the explosion through the hole, but he wasn't your one cut guy. You know how Mostert or Breida, they'll get to the hole a lot quicker, but then when they're on that one guy, they can make that cut and then they'll get those extra yards.
Right.
That's not what you're going to get from Coleman, but I think Shanahan knows that, and I think he plays out the contract or whatnot. Coleman averaged 4 yards a carry last year, which, if I'm not mistaken, is probably like average for a running back. He had 544 yards. He had 6 TDs. His longest, he had 26 first downs. His longest run was 48 yards, guys.
Wait, he only had 6 touchdowns last year?
He only had 6 touchdowns last year.
And he had 4 in one game.
He had 4 in one game. So he really only had 2. If you take away that one game, that's not how it works.
I'm not going to take anything away. I thought he had 8 touchdowns last year. What am I thinking?
Well, he had 6 rushing touchdowns last year. He had 1 receiving touchdown, which gives him a total of 7.
Did he have rushing touchdowns in the postseason? He had one against Minnesota, right? So maybe I'm thinking about.
I'm not looking at postseason, but I believe so.
I think he had 2 of them in the postseason. That's probably where I'm getting 8 from. I was talking rushing touchdowns, so I'm with you on that.
He did have 2. He did have 2 in the postseason.
Okay, all right. So that's where I'm getting it from. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, he's your average guy, but that does not mean he's gonna start. I just feel like he'll get the start. But listen,
the start doesn't mean most carries either.
It doesn't. And we all know Shanahan likes to go with the hot guy, right? Like he goes with the guy with the hot hands guy. So the hot runs. I tell you what, man, as long as these guys continue to hold on to the ball, which is something that I put it like this. You see what happens when they don't hold on to the ball. You get traded. All right, let's keep it moving. I didn't want to say it. You're so bad.
I can't answer this question. I saw this comment in this contribution. I wanted to read it because it's a contribution, but can someone explain to me how the Saints have all this money to sign all these players and we're hurting? Can we stop the T. Taylor crap?
He's garbage.
I wouldn't call Trent Taylor. I'm assuming he's talking about Trent Taylor. I wouldn't say he's garbage.
He's talking about Trent Taylor. Yeah. Let's go backwards on this question because if we look at Trent Taylor pre-injury, Trent Taylor was the go-to guy for Jimmy Garoppolo. right? He was the guy that get you first downs. Matter of fact, you remember that it was a couple of games, but I remember one in particularly when Trent Taylor did like a quick out. It was like a bam into the out, and they said that he pushed off the DB. I think it was against the Rams, and they said he pushed off the DB, and it was a catch. But they said he pushed off, and they called off OPI.
Interference, yeah.
And I was just like,
the game, didn't it?
Yeah, like we lost that game, and I think Brian Hoyer was the quarterback at the time, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't remember who the quarterback was.
I think that was before Jimmy.
That was Jimmy's never lost. With
no, he said it was that Packers. Dre said it was. I thought it was the Rams, Andrew. Yeah, it was the Rams. It might have been one in the Packers game too, Dre, but it was against the Rams. I'll never forget it. It was on Thursday Night Football, and we could have won that game. They called OPI, and I'm like, come on, refs. This dude finds ways to get open. He just struggled with being so tiny and injury, but he got the heart, man. If you guys ever seen the movie Rudy, he just has heart. He has heart, and he's not. Listen, he led the league in receptions. Like he led the NCAA in receptions when he was drafted out of Louisiana Tech. This guy is good. It's just that he can't stay healthy. So if you mean him being garbage by him being healthy, I understand, but he's not garbage in my opinion. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah. No, and I'm gonna, like I said, Trent Taylor is very serviceable. He has a very defined role, and he's really good at that role. So I'm not going to call him garbage. And like I said, this was a while ago. This was the beginning of last season. The guys that I trust that were there watching the training camps and watching the practices said that he was hands down the best wide receiver in the building. It wasn't he's the best slot guy. He was the best wide receiver. These are from people that I trust. I really, really trust those names. And so the people that told that information to us. And so I'm going to stick with it. But he's not garbage. He's not garbage. So let's keep it going with the show. All right. So we talked about Coleman. Were we done with Coleman?
Yeah, man.
And let's just do this. We think he's going to make the roster?
Absolutely.
No? Okay.
And you know what? It's funny because we're not talking about his dead cap, right? And there is a way for him to be cut to where we can save some money, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it so? First, what was it? Or you don't? Oh well, I don't have that information.
I don't have it with me.
I feel bad that I can't. I should have done my computer.
No, it's just that we weren't really going to be talking about cuts and things like that.
Right.
But here's the thing: I don't think he gets cut. I think he has shown improved. And you want to talk about heart, man? I understand, guys. Please remember this guy played the playoffs injured, and that takes heart and guts, man. And
remember, he got hurt in the championship game.
I know
he got hurt in the championship game, and he still came back in the Super Bowl.
I know
he still had a couple carries in the Super Bowl. So
I was there.
He wanted to be out there for his guys. You know what I'm saying? So I like it, man. I really, really like him.
Definitely a team guy, man, and they love him too.
Yeah. Shanahan, he's in high favor with Shanahan and Coach. I'm about to say Brown, Turner, Coach Turner.
Yep.
Right. So here's the next guy, the other guy that we're gonna call the bell cow, or the guy we want to see get more. Get up, surf it, baby. Ooh, let's go. One more time for y'all. Surf it, baby. Ooh, let's go. All right. So yeah, that's our little graphic there for what's his name there. I know y'all seen these before. These from 49 or so. Raheem the Dream Mostert. I love this guy. I can't say it enough, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's my favorite running back on the team. He's my favorite running back on the team. And he's been so for the last 2 or 3 seasons. I've been pounding the table for him. Breezy, you don't know, man. These last 2 or 3 years, man, me and Nick used to go at it about Raheem Mostert, bro. We used to go at it all. I'm like, bro, he's good. Bro, he's good. Oh, it's just because he's only getting a handful of carries. He only getting a handful of. Okay, all right, okay, we'll see. I think Mostert is given opportunities, and he puts up every single time. You know, they downplayed his career stats because he was averaging like 7 yards a carry for his entire career. Those were career numbers, but they were like, yeah, but he's not even getting 100 carries a year. So that doesn't mean anything. And I'm like, okay, but it's average. It's every time he touches the ball, this is what this man is doing. They were like, no, you can't count it. Oh, damn it, he came back and he did it again with more carries. I mean, how can you not like Raheem Mostert? He's a conscious guy. He's intelligent. He is a motivated guy. He's a family man. He's working hard for his family. This guy is a team player. He's the one who started I got a touchdown. Let me not just do my celebration. Where the offensive lineman at? Here you go. Spike that bad boy. You know what I'm like? This is what he is, man. He is the epitome of a team player. Raheem the Dream Mostert. Break down his information for us and give us your thoughts on him, because I know you got a lot of them also. I'm sitting here rambling, but that's my guy.
You ramble on. Listen, man, 137 rushing attempts, 772 yards, 8 touchdowns. All right, 31 first downs. His longest run was 41 yards, which means Tevin Coleman had a longer run than him. Not to say that we're battling or not, whatnot.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Right.
I would not have guessed that.
Now he averaged 5.6 yards a carry, if I'm not mistaken. I know it looked like he did. He did have a lot of bigger runs, but those go to his rushing yards, man. This guy was a problem. Also, 2 catching touchdowns, man. And Kyle likes running backs that can catch the ball out of the backfield. And this is probably something that the 2 running backs that we talked about, well, maybe more so Tevin Coleman, but he values that. He wants his guys to be able to catch out of the backfield. It creates a crazy matchup, and that is something that Kyle Shanahan is looking for. Listen, man, Raheem Mostert, once he did the surfboard, I was sold. That was it. And we didn't know what his celebration was going to be. And I'm so glad that the NFL allowed the celebrations to come back into the NFL to where these guys can have a good time. Because if you're old as I am, you done seen some celebrations, man. You saw a guy, I'm not gonna mention nobody. You saw a dude take a Sharpie out of his pants and sign a ball. Like we've seen a lot, right? Listen, right, man, very classy guy, like Mike said. Led the team in rushing. 280 or 70 something yards from 1,000-yard rusher. When the last time we had 1,000-yard rushing running back?
Did Hyde get it? Was Hyde the last one?
Carlos Hyde. I think it was Carlos Hyde.
I know somebody got like 990 something one year. Or no, that was a wide receiver. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Mike, he's sharing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
There was 3 other backs. There was Tevin Coleman and Matt Breida. So imagine if Matt Breida's numbers went to Mostert, he'd be 1,000-yard running back. Just gonna leave it there. Who we going to next?
Big comment here from Sin. She said, "Did you see Mostert's Father's Day?"
Yes, I did.
I don't know what she's talking about. What is she talking? What
okay,
is that?
So if I'm not mistaken, the Packers tweeted this. So this is what made it so funny. So the Packers said, "Happy Father's Day" to Raheem Mostert because he owned the Packers.
No way. Don't say that.
I promise you, they put it out. It wasn't.
Bro,
y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The Packers put that joint out, and I was like, "Why would they do this?"
I gotta stand up and find this.
Why would the Packers do it? It was on the Packers. Why would they do this? I was like, I mean, it was all fun and love, but they put it out, man. And you know what? This is what I'm loving about. I'm loving this about other fan bases. They're not so uptight. And this let me not be an uptight 49ers fan. If we lose a game, I'm going to have fun in losing that game from the other team, man. I don't mind talking crap and talking smack and all that stuff, man, but I keep it 100% breezy all the way. And the Packers kept it breezy. Yo, they was just like, "Happy Father's Day to Raheem Mostert."
Yo, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
Can you see me?
I can't see you. You're a little bit froze. But
okay. All right. Well, I'm still Googling. That's why.
Okay.
I'm trying to find this image. So
yeah, man. The Packers put that joint out, bro. And they allowed everybody in the world to have laugh. And you didn't hear no lashback from the Packers fans, because what could they say? They right. 2 games? Yo, the previous father or the previous daddy or the stepdaddy for the Packers was Colin Kaepernick. And then all of a sudden, here come Raheem Mostert. So it is what it is.
I wish I could find this tweet. I'm looking, but I don't see it. I'm gonna come back.
I'll find it, bro, and send it to you, man. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. First, I thought it was fake, and then I was like, "Wait a minute!"
Damn, that's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna dip out and come right back. Okay.
No problem. I'm still here.
All right. So there we go. Oh, let me click in. Mute me.
Yep.
Okay.
Here you are, bro. So
Is there
Cinnamon, she said she may have retweeted it, so you should be able to see it. All right. On her page. Go check out her page. Elias, what's up, man? I hope I said your name right. All right. So, guys, we've covered Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert. These are the two guys that we feel like are going to be the bell cows at the running back position for the 49ers going into 2020. But we got some other guys that we need to bring up, right? We still have the Jet. We have oh my God, I've drawn blanks. We just have a bunch of other. We got to go ahead.
Yeah, there's Jerick McKinnon. We
Jeff
have
Wilson Jr.
Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yes, and then the rookies or the undrafteds. That's what we should call them.
Hold on, Bree. I'm still hearing the echo. I'm going to leave and come back. All right. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't hear an echo.
Oh, you don't hear anything? You don't hear any feedback? No. Okay. I'm going to keep it rocking. All right. So let's do this guy because we saw him last year also. This is Mr. Tennessee. People added him like crazy. He had 2 weeks with 2 touchdowns consecutively. And
now, Mike, you're going in and out now.
What was that?
You're going in and out now.
Oh, okay. I'm dip out and I'll come.
No problem. So the next running back that we're going to go ahead and talk about is if I'm not mistaken that he has up there is Jeff Wilson Jr. And the reason why we want to talk about him is because this is a guy. Let me get his stats up here. Oh, I know they better have some stats on Jeff Wilson Jr. Now, come on with it. Come on, somebody. I'm not spelling his name right. I think I know how to spell Jeff. Maybe it's Jeffrey Wilson Jr. No.
Okay. I'm back, bro. I apologize about that.
Why am I not finding stats on Pro Football Reference from Jeff Wilson Jr.?
Jeff Wilson Jr. I'm not sure. He didn't have a lot. I'll be honest with you. He didn't have a lot. But Jeff Wilson Jr. is a guy that I wanted to see be the short yardage guy for the 49ers. You know what I mean? And I want to see him. Y'all going to think I'm crazy. I want to see him in the projected Jerick McKinnon role, the pass catcher out of the backfield. This is a guy that played wide receiver. Now, I know it was many moons ago. I know it was in collegiate days in high school, right? But he's still someone that I felt was very, very capable of, warranting it. Remember the first catch we saw him have?
Yeah.
You remember what the first catch was?
Yeah.
That Arizona game?
Yeah, I'm with it. And it wasn't a normal catch, Mike. It was a twist my body, go reach up, get it from the side, bring it in, and not get hit. Because if he would have got hit, he would have broke some ribs because he had the twist on that joint. But Jimmy had to get it out quick. It was a hot throw, guys. Like the line was like in Jimmy's face, right? And this is not Jimmy's segment or show or whatnot. But the catch that he made deemed that he should have been getting more touches or whatnot. Here's the thing about Jeff Wilson Jr. You guys understand how like the practice squad and all that type of stuff works, right? and when it comes to being like a ER, FA or whatnot, they have to work him in a way to where he's gonna go down that line. You get what I'm saying? Like the same way we do mostly, the same way we did. Who was another a guy that we had? Like he's gonna fulfill the team in that role. So he can get stashed on a practice squad or whatnot, but he's definitely start NFL ready material because we've seen it, right? But it's just that they have to play those other guys. Now, I hope that his role bumps up because if it's possible that it may not, Mike, because they got some undrafted guys with some skills, and it's possible that we don't see more Jeff Wilson Jr.
Right. It is very possible. Now, I don't know if you found the stats or not.
I'm sitting here looking, and they're giving me like Jeff Wilson. But if you have them, please post them.
He had 27 carries, 105 yards, and 4 touchdowns, according to Deion Johnson. Thanks, Deion. But I wanted to know how many games he was active for, because he might have been active too many times to be practice squad eligible. I wanted to know how many games he played, and that's what I was worried about. I can't believe.
Let me see if they. Oh no, found them. All right, here we go. I had to type him in a certain way or whatever. So
Yeah,
he was only active. Wait, he was active for 10 games, guys.
yeah,
So he's
yeah,
no longer practice squad eligible. He
yeah.
has to make this roster or he won't have a job.
With the 49ers, he'll get picked up.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He won't longer be with us, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And God forbid, this is a guy, and I'm just gonna say it. This is a guy Seattle will go after, Arizona will go after. Like, this is one of those type of, like, he just
Hell,
fits.
the Rams might go after him. Who the Rams?
I didn't want to say the Rams. I didn't want to give all the NFC West.
They gonna come over here. They poaching us, man. You know, we hot again. We hot, boy. We hot.
Yeah. But
yeah,
you guys have to look at it. Look at the bright side. If he doesn't make this team, is because Kyle deems someone else that has a better set of skills to make the team. So
right.
it's not that we're not for Jeff Wilson. We wanted to see more, but Mike, we might be looking for more than a short down running back, right? We might want a guy that's a little bit different than just a guy that could get score on the goal line. You know, remember when we had Booby?
Mm-hmm.
And he was, no one liked him, right? But he was just the goal line running back. He couldn't do anything else but get you
He wasn't even good at that, bro. If it was a 1 yard situation, he would get it half the time. He wasn't even good at that. He wasn't good. He had so much energy, bro. He was the Quentin Patton of the running backs group. Like he was just all energy, bro. He wasn't even good at that. Listen, no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Look, the game is the game. You know, I'm only talking about what I saw. I'm not judging the man. I'm not talking about his character, right? I'm talking about what we saw on the field. Okay, so don't don't when you see this. But
a lot of the fans, Mike, are high on Hasty, man, and it's cool, man. Like
you want to talk about him next? We got him.
We might as well. Here's the thing. We need to bring up the college stats or no?
No stats on rookies. We're not going to do that. But this is his.
Man. This kid out of Baylor. You know who he reminds me of?
Don't say Marshawn Lynch.
No.
Okay, I'm about to say.
He reminds me of Alvin Kamara. His running style, his catching style. I'm not sure how strong he is, because Kamara is strong. Okay, which I say this dude be pulling Hummers. But he reminds me of Alvin Kamara out of the Saints. And the 49ers should have drafted Kamara, but they drafted Reuben Foster in that trade. And the Saints took Kamara in the second round.
Yeah.
But between him and Salvan Ahmed, it's going to be a problem. I personally like Ahmed better. Right. And that's just my personal thing.
Well, the reason I thought you were going to compare Hasty to Marshawn is because he's more of a physical back in my eyes. You know what I mean?
But you guys think that Kamara's not physical. Listen, this guy he's an inside guy. You don't see Kamara dropping to the outside. This dude likes contact. Okay? He likes to take that ball. I don't want to say they run the zones run in New Orleans, but I think they do. But he runs inside the tackles. He's not an outside the tackle guy. If you play with him on Madden, he sucks at the stretches and he's good at inside runs. Like, that's just his strength. He's a strong back. So Marshawn Lynch is a different type of running back, yo. Something wasn't right with him, and he just refused to go down. But listen,
something wasn't right with him.
Something wasn't right, yo. Something wasn't right. I think Buffalo did him so dirty. Not even Buffalo. Oregon did him so dirty, right? That he wanted to middle finger the whole league. And when he got to Seattle, it was on.
Marshawn Lynch is what I thought LeGarrette Blount was going to be.
Oh.
Is that bad? Is that how's that for?
You know what's funny? I thought LeGarrette Blount was too slow to be a running back until he got to the Patriots. The Patriots had their Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I was just going to say, Dion put up the stats in here for JaMychal Hasty. We weren't going to pull him up, but he had 109 carries.
Thank you, Dion.
627 yards. That's 5.8 yards a carry with 7 touchdowns, 25 catches, and 184 yards. So, I mean, he's a well-rounded guy. This is why when we did which rookie running back excited us more, this was my guy.
That was your guy, and I was on Ahmed. So can somebody get the stats like Dion did for Salvon Ahmed? Because we'll go to him next.
Right. Shout out to Dion too. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for putting those numbers in there.
I know. I like everybody's comps. They said he's the next Maurice Jones-Drew. Maurice Jones-Drew was a guy that didn't like to go down either. Listen,
little ass bowling balls, bro.
He was like a little. That's exactly what he was. Little pudgy mother. Like,
you know who he reminds me of? What's the running back's name that was with the Rams when Gurley went down? He carried them all through the playoffs that year.
Oh, C.J. Anderson. That's him.
That's who he reminds me of.
He doesn't look as big though.
No.
But he has the strength. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now I like the speed guy. I like the guy. Ahmed is faster, so I like the speed guy, and I think he's a better pass catcher too. Dion said he's gonna put it up. Yeah, you know, Mike. I'm not as cool as Mike, guys, because Mike smokes cigars.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm working on it. No, it is a cool thing. I told my wife the other day because we run by the cigar place. I said, "You're gonna catch me here one night because I'm gonna learn how to do this. I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna figure it out."
Hey, listen, we're gonna get the families together when all this clears up. I got you, bro.
Perfect.
I got
Appreciate
you, bro.
you, brother.
I'm gonna get you a nice little starter pack, get you going and everything. And the next thing you know, your wife gonna be yelling at me because you were performing. And then you smoking, and it's not good for your lungs, and it's gonna be bad for your mouth, and it's all that you're gonna start.
I love it.
You're gonna start getting the treatment I'm giving for my wife, but it is what it is. No, but next we're gonna do your guy Salvon Ahmed. So here's his photo here again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he gone. Okay, so this guy, man, this is the one that a lot of people were really, really high on. You were excited about him. Nick was excited about him.
He's just fast. He fits. I think he's faster than Mostert. So if you like Mostert's speed, you're gonna love Ahmed's speed. All right? No. He runs fast. Dre, will you please post this kid's 40 time?
I don't give a damn about no 40 time, bro.
But you gotta watch him play at Washington. I know it's Washington. I know we've seen other players play at Washington, and they look good at Washington because it's Washington. But I got you. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna put on the video. I'm gonna watch his highlights. Highlights supposed to be good, right?
His highlights are really good.
And if he gets run down from behind at all,
he doesn't get ran down from behind. All right. So Brian Gamble, I know Dion was posted. I was waiting for your post. I probably missed it, Dion, but Brian posted. He had 188 attempts, 1,020 yards, 11 TDs, 5.4 yards a carry, and 16 catches for 84 yards. He had less catching, less receiving yards and less attempts, but look at the rushing, guys.
Those ain't bad numbers right there. Now let's compare this to the other guy. Leave him up there. So
I was about to go find other guy.
No, I found him. So he's got 5.4 yards a carry, where my guy
less yards
has 5.8. Now he's got touchdowns, but that's whatever. I'm not gonna knock that or hold it against either one of them. 25 catches for 7.4 yards a carry. For my guy Hasty, he didn't do the math on 16 and 84, but it's not 7 yards a catch.
No, it's not.
That's not 7 yards a catch.
No.
So maybe Hasty can make a believer out of y'all. Maybe.
It's not that we don't believe in Hasty. I'm hoping these guys. Like, here's the thing.
Some good competition, man.
Yes, and that's what Kyle Shanahan wants. And guys, that first preseason game, you're gonna see these guys. You probably won't see Mostert, Coleman, or McKinnon. You're gonna see these two guys trying to battle it out.
Right.
The only Ahmed ran a 4.62. My bad. Yeah. They said Ahmed ran a 4.62 in the 40. I just think he's fat. He doesn't get caught from behind, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know, I love Kittle, but Kittle can get caught from behind unless he runs the right angle, right? Whereas Mostert doesn't get caught from behind running a straight line. That's what the 40 matters. That's what the 40 is all about. All right. And Ahmed, thank you, John. He did run the 40 injured, bro. Yes, he did. John, I love you, man. Because when
Shut
I'm
up.
wrong, they like to let
Shut
me know
up.
when I'm wrong, bro.
Shut up. Listen to me hating. Shut up. It's just hate. It's hate with love. You know how I get down, man.
I know, bro.
You know what it is though? This is gonna breed competition. This is gonna make this team really good. When we picked him up, a lot of people were saying this is the breeder replacement. Like that was what happened immediately. Everyone was saying that this guy. And when I watched a little bit of his, I'm not gonna say film. I didn't do a film breakdown. I watched his highlights. I did see the breeder comparisons. I saw it. You know what I mean? Do you have his size? You have his height and weight and everything over there, or no?
Oh,
Because
I can look it up for you.
if not, it's okay. But I want to know his size because I believe people were comparing him to Breida. I was doing it based off of the running style. I'm not sure about their sizes. I don't know his size.
He's 5'11", 197 pounds.
Oh, he's taller than Breida is. He's taller than Breida is. So what was Hasty? What was Hasty's size then? Because that's and he is JAMY CAL. JAMYCAL. I'm glad my neighbor not shooting off no guns out. I mean, not guns, fireworks tonight.
Hasty is 5'8", 205 pounds.
Okay, see that shorter, stockier guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the guy you want running those short yard. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like someone that's not going to get stood up and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to get the leverage on a small guy like that. They can get lower than you, and both. You know what I mean? So, all right, it's very interesting. Is that all the running backs? That's all the running backs, right?
Right. I think that's the running backs. Now we got to get.
We got McKinnon. We still got McKinnon.
The Jet. We skipped him and went to the rookies. My bad. I mean the undrafted guys.
I don't think I got a picture of him.
Now I'm gonna say this about Jerick McKinnon. He's probably the most freakish out of the athletic of the running backs that we have. I know Mike ain't trying to hear me, but that's what he is. This dude is a workaholic. He's a workout guy. That's what he does. He was a workout guy. This dude bench. Well, let me get the right number, yo. His 40 bench press was higher than Lyman, bro.
Yeah. I think it was like 32 or something crazy like that.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for you.
He did. He's a workout warrior, but that don't always equate to
anything. It doesn't.
Now, let me stop the hate. Because if I stop holding his contract against him, which is no longer the issue.
You can't now. Right? No.
Exactly. I told you guys the player I am most excited to see on either side of the ball this year is Jerick McKinnon. I want to know what got Shanahan salivating to get this guy. I want to know what made Shanahan say, I have to have him. That's the guy I have to have.
Here's why.
He was the one.
Here's why. Because his 40-yard dash was a 4.41. His bench press was 32. And right. what he put on film from the Vikings out of the backfield, it was this. Jerick, do me a favor. Go line up wide and make a play. Like, he can literally line up on the line of scrimmage as a wideout. And it's not, we haven't seen it in San Francisco. Like, we haven't seen it there. But this is what Kyle wanted. It was matchup purposes, guys. Kyle is a chess player, guys. I don't know if you know that, but you should know by now. And if you don't know, now you know.
So what you're saying is, I see you respect that. I like that. So what you're saying is, if there's a formation where Juice is out there leading blocker for Jerick, we could all of a sudden potentially go empty backfield.
Bro, can you imagine Juice? And we're going to talk about Juice next. Perfect segue for Juice. Can you imagine Juice and Jerick lining up at wideout? Like, the linebackers, who they're not going to know what to do.
Let's talk.
If Jimmy gets, and as quick as Jimmy gets rid of, and guess who will go? Let me get his numbers now. Let me that GIF is on fire. Let me get his numbers.
That's Juice right there. Now you know, but you're absolutely right, man. It's about chess. I mean, we can't get robbed of a season this year. We can't get
Right.
Robert. I just want to see this team play one game, man. We got to play something, please.
Right.
You smell it.
Even if we played the first game of the season, right? I just want us to play that game and beat the living dog stuff out of the Arizona Cardinals. And then I could pack it up for the rest of the season. They could call COVID, they could call it whatever. As long as we beat the Cardinals that first game and we do it in high fashion, I'm all good, yo. I'll be good for the season. I'll be set.
All right. So now he's pulling up. Now Juice is a bigger guy. He's going to be the biggest of the running backs right now. Not running backs. He's the biggest back, I should say.
He's 6'1", 240, Mike.
Right. That 240 is no joke. Phenomenal lead blocker. Not so good of a ball carrier. I don't think he had.
Yes, he did. Oh no, I thought you was gonna say touchdowns. You're right.
He's a way better pass catcher than he is running back or ball carrier, I should say. He's a better pass catcher than he is a runner with the rock. Even short yardage situations, you don't want Juice having the ball in his hands. I'd rather 3rd and 1 give it to Jimmy, let Jimmy sneak it, than give it to Juice. I'm dead serious. Again, somebody else that I had a bias. I hated on him because of his salary. I did. I'm not going to make any qualms about it, but I'm going to stop holding that against these guys. I told you guys that Juice became my favorite fullback ever. He passed Mike Allstott. All right. I had Mike Allstott. I had Bruce Miller.
Nah.
Hey, listen, bro.
Nah. As much as I love Juice, yo, ain't nobody was better than Mike Allstott, yo.
Nope. Listen.
And then you got to factor in Tom Rathman after Allstott, and then maybe Juice.
Listen to me. I can't talk about Rathman because I didn't get to see Rathman like that. I'm talking about players that I got to see with my own eyes.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to disrespect the great Tom Rathman. I don't want to do that. But what I want to say is this: Allstott was a hell of a ball carrier.
William Floyd, bro. You didn't get to see the bar none?
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Now, I will say this. The reason he became my favorite player is because of how he treated Minkah Fitzpatrick. That one stiff arm. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay. Say less, bro.
So Allstott couldn't catch passes the way that my guy Juice can, but Juice couldn't run the way Allstott could. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I'm on that ledge right there. And I know people are going to kill me for it. You know, that's fine. But Mike get killed. That's nothing new. That's nothing new over here. So break down his information. Give us his numbers, and you have Juice making the team this year?
I do have Juice making the team. I have Juice finishing out his contract. Will he be with the 49ers after this season? Now that's another story. It's another show. Because I think they drafted his replacement. As long as this guy can learn that offense and how quickly he can learn it. Now he's not going to get as much snaps, and that's what we'll talk about next. But here it is, guys. Look, Juice. What's funny is they're giving me Juice's receiving yards before they're giving me his rushing yards. Okay, so that's funny to me because when I look up running backs, it's always rushing then receiving. In this case, it's receiving then rushing. All right, so I'm going to read his rushing yards. It's not a lot. He had 3 attempts for 7 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 first down. His longest run was 6 yards. You do the math. All right.
Hold up. You said, wait. You said 3 attempts for 7 yards and his longest was 6?
Yeah, so some of them yards was negative rushing yards. Shut up, Mike. Stop talking about your favorite fullback.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Okay. Woo. Let me finish. Now let's go to receiver because this guy's a threat. All right.
230 yards receiving.
239, Mike. Almost 240. 24 targets, 20 receptions. Can you do the math on 20 and 24? Matter of fact, it's right here.
9.9, right?
Yo, that's ridiculous, yo. That's ridiculous. Like, listen, he has 239 yards, 12 yards per catch. His 1 touchdown.
Wait. 239 on 24?
Yeah.
It's not 12. It's not 12 a catch.
It's 20. Do it on 20.
Oh, I thought you said on 24. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 24 targets.
Oh, okay. All right. My apologies. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And he had 1 first down. That was 11 yards. His longest catch was 49 yards. When your fullback can get you a 49-yard catch, I mean, here, you know what? Juice might make this team next year too if they could figure out a way to. I think he's made his money. We don't know that we don't know.
Go up to the top and
Now
tell me how old.
that was a great question. I should have said that first.
29, 30?
He is. It don't say his age. Go figure.
Really?
If it does, I don't see it. I can look it up though. I'll get it.
I mean, it's not super duper important. I mean, we only got one other guy to go to, so I'm not in a rush. But I would be interested to know how old he is, because that's
He is 29 years old.
29. Okay. I mean, that's not bad for a fullback. It's not bad.
I'm 10 years older than Juice, bro. Dang, I could take him. Though.
Remember when we used to watch football and they were older than us?
Yo, I do. I definitely do. All right, let's get to this last fullback, Mike, because we are breathing.
All right,
through.
I do have an image of this guy here, and this is going to be the rookie Josh Colquitt, also a wrestler from Fresno State. 1, 2, 3. Y'all saw him. That's him. All right, Josh Colquitt. I don't Hockett. Hockett. Hokit.
I think it's Hockett. I think it's Hockett.
All right, fine, Mr. Hockett. I don't have much on this guy. I tell you what, though, I like that he has a wrestling background. I love that he has a wrestling background. That means that he can get dirty in the trenches. You know what I mean? He's going to be able to contort his body. Now, hopefully, he learns to do that and open up holes now. You know what I mean? You can play the leverage game. He's all about leverage. So that's a very, very good, that's a very good ability to have for a fullback. So what are your thoughts on this young man? And I don't have size, but I do want to know his size.
I'll get that for you. But my thoughts is this. All right. He started off his 4 years in college. He had 8 starts, whatever, from 2016 to 2019. All right. Here's the thing. This guy is rushed for 805 yards with 17 TDs on 303 carries. I was about to say calories because I'm hungry. He's also caught 150 yards, 53 yards off of 25 catches. This sounds like this is the end of college.
Say it. I can't hear you. You broke up.
I'm not. This is a bad connection. Okay. No, listen,
driving
guys.
through a tunnel.
Listen. This will be if Juice is replaced. This is the guy. Now, if Juice is replaced, I don't think Juice gets replaced because Juice plays a special part in the offensive structure. Listen, Mike. I just want to know what the rushing game was like when the 4 games Juice missed this season, because it wasn't as good. Mike zips her lip. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the next.
What games did Juice miss?
He missed one. I'm not going back to. Oh wait, do I still have Juice's stuff up here? Yes,
was it one of the Cardinals games he missed?
I don't know, but he only played in 12. He started in all 12 games he missed.
So they have a game log. You on Pro Football Reference?
Yes.
All right. So if you go down underneath his main stat, it'll say show game log.
I see it. I'm on it right now.
So if you click that and tell me the teams he played against, I can tell you who he missed.
Okie dokie. Game log 2019.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
All right, so this is who he played against, because he played week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, because that doesn't sound right.
No, that's games, and then on the next column it'll be weeks. The next column is weeks. So
I see it. He played weeks 1, 2, 3, 5. So he missed week 4.
No, we had a bye week 4.
All right. So he missed week 6 through 9.
All right. So after the bye was week 5. That was Monday night against.
He played against Cleveland.
And then after that is when he missed it. So after the Browns.
6 through 10. Yep.
All right. So who the hell did we play after the Browns? Shit. Was that the Cardinals? He missed
Cardinals was week 8, right?
Missed one of the Cardinals games. He might have missed both of the Cardinals games because it was Seattle Cardinals, right?
Correct.
And did he miss the Carolina game?
Week 7 was Carolina, wasn't it?
Week 7 or 8 was Carolina because that's when we had what's his name, the wide receiver, Sanders' first game.
Yeah, week 7. Yeah.
I don't think the rushing yards were that bad in those games, bro. Now that one game against
the Cardinals, it was bad.
Yeah, one of those games because Jimmy had to put the team on his back in those games. So
I'm just saying it's different when he's not in there. And I'm not sure if it's for blocking. I'm not sure if it's because of
Niner. Shut up.
it's just I think Juice just brings an unbelievable skill set to the team. You'll hear me say it all the time. Go back and go out there and catch a 49-yard pass on you. That's a problem. And it's not even like a pass that's thrown to him, too. It's a diving catch pass.
Right. Yeah. No, he's a phenomenal pass catcher. I will say that. Niner, stop it.
He must got some mitts for a hand because he can catch that ball.
I'm a pass catcher for sure.
So we don't know what Josh Colquitt would be. We just know that his stats in college, he's clearly a better rusher than Kyle Juszczyk. But I mean, what do you really want your fullback rushing? I mean, what do you want? He had that. Can Josh Colquitt learn the responsibilities of a Kyle Juszczyk? Because you're talking about a Harvard grad, right? You're talking about a guy who's very smart, and there's no disrespect to other schools, but you're talking about a scholar that knows this offense very well. And you're talking about replacing him, with someone that's maybe more athletic, or not athletic, but just more dangerous with the run game and or whatnot. But if he can't learn his blocking assignments, I feel like that's first and foremost for a fullback. You got to know how to block. You got to know how to pass protect. Those are the two first things, and then everything else you get from your fullback is a bonus.
I agree with you, man. I'm not going to argue with anything you're saying. I completely agree with what you're saying there, man. So it's like I said, it's a great guy to have on the team. I love Juice, but like you said, maybe Colquitt can. Maybe not this year. He should make the roster this year, right? But when his contract is up, if the team can't come to a deal that they like, Colquitt might be the replacement, or somebody else that
if he doesn't get picked up, if
right.
he makes the practice squad and he doesn't get picked up, and last year it was unfortunate that we had to stash a tight end on the practice squad, and was it Caden Smith?
And they got grabbed by the Giants.
We tried to stash him, but it was unfortunate, and the Giants picked him up, and he's turning out to be a pretty good darn tight end, man. Pretty darn good. That was your guy, Mike.
Top 5 tight ends in that draft, man. That was my guy.
That was your guy.
But it's all good. Just like his time here, all good things come to an end. I think that's gonna do it for this episode, man. Unless there's something else you want to touch on.
Yeah, man, guys, just stay tuned, man. Rumors are gonna be flying around. I'm hoping that. Listen, I'm hoping and praying and fasting that this George Kittle $13 million, 13.5, whatever it is, I'm hoping it's in the 13 range. I hope it comes to fruition fast, so that way we can stop talking about George Kittle, because I think everybody's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now, because they all want Kittle to be a part of this team. He is he's just the life of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Let me see something here. I'm looking. Hold up. We might have some news to talk about. Hold on. Trying to see what they're saying in the WhatsApp group. Sorry, guys, for looking at my shirt.
49ers have discussed a Kendrick Bourne extension.
There it is. There it is. I told you I had to let me read what that comment said. I told you I had to see it.
Now listen.
Huh?
That's my guy. Yo.
Let's go.
I think I'm gonna have.
Huh?
One time for Bourne. One time. Yo, if Kendrick Bourne gets extended, will you guys please say that you're a believer, man? Because
they're not gonna say that still.
They have to. They have to. They have to.
49ers are currently in discussion for an extension for their wide receiver, Kendrick Bourne. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That boy said he wanted the bag. He said he wanted the bag. The Niners are working to secure their guy. Listen, we talked about the tenders. Remember when they first issued those tenders on him and Breida? And we said one of two things were going to happen. It's either an extension or they're going to get traded. We said that. We said that there was no way that they were going to play on those tendered contracts. There's no way. There's no security for them, right? And KB said right away, I'll take it for now, but I want the bag. He tweeted it out. You know what I'm saying? These guys were very vocal in what they were talking about, man. And so it's coming to fruition, guys. You know, they weren't going to work out that deal with Matt Breida, so they traded him. And now it's Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne taking Brandon Aiyuk. That's how we started the show. Stop it, Niners.
And that's how we end in this show.
Right. We started the show talking about how my man was taking the rookie under his wing, that veteran leadership. That's what that is. 4 years with the squad. That's the veteran in the wide receiver room right now. Who's been here longer than Bourne?
We're waiting.
That's the veteran in the room. That's the veteran in the room. Lock him up, man. Let's go.
You know what I like, yo? It'll probably be a deal like 3 years, maybe what, 13 million?
You give him 4 years, 25 million.
Okay.
That's 4.5 million, something like that a year.
That's only, yeah.
Come on,
no, that's 6 million a year.
Wait, what I said 4 years, 25? Yeah.
Well,
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
About
fine.
5 mil a year.
Give it to him. Man.
I just feel like he's earned it, you know? Like, you're young at the wide receiver core. You have a guy that's reliable at the wide receiver core. You have a guy that struggled in a game and said, Coach, keep throwing me the ball because, matter of fact, he had 3 drops and 2 touchdowns in that game. So shut up. Now, I said it. There it is. 3 drops, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And we
lost the game. Postseason?
We lost the game by a field goal. Yeah.
I don't remember which game it was, but it was a postseason game where Jimmy threw a duck, and I was like, damn, that's going to get interception.
Oh, he caught that
ran back to the ball
and catch it? It got tipped, Mike. It got tipped.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was a duck.
No. You matter of fact, when we were watching it and you did the playback, you were like, oh, snap, it did get tipped.
Okay.
When you saw the replay, he was like, it got fingertipped. He tracked that ball down. I don't know what he drinking or what he eating, but if this contract stuff comes to fruition by the morning or by the night or whatever time it is over there, you best believe I'm doing the KB dance. I don't know what it is. He got 14 million of them, but I'll figure out something.
We're gonna do a breaking news video as soon as we hear it. I don't care what.
That's fine. We'll
do the dance on the
I'm gonna do the dance on the breaking news video, yo.
I'm talking about, man. What a way to end the show, man. Huh? What a way to end the show. What you start with is what you finish with, man. Like, that's it. Let's go. KB, man. Let's lock this guy up, man. I can't wait to see it. Guys, man, thank you all for rocking out with us, man. As far as final thoughts go, man, just be patient. We're gonna strap in. We're gonna lock down. We're gonna hunker down. Continue to be safe out there, guys. Do what you need to do to protect yourselves and your families. And that's really it, man. Nothing but Niners. We're not done. We got a lot more shows for you guys. We have done offensive line. We have done defensive line. We have done running backs. We still have wide receivers left. We have tight ends left. We have corners left. We have linebackers left. And you even have a show for your special teams. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We got plenty to discuss, and we will continue to bring you guys, just like how we start every show with the latest rumors and news. We're going to continue to do that every single show.
I told you, because I told you my cousin and Tehran were talking about this, and there's been another discussion from Moser. My cousin, she came up here and said it earlier. Crystal was like, yo, did you hear about the Mostert?
Oh, that's why you see. I didn't see the comment then.
That's why I brought it up. And Tehran is saying about him, yo. Mike, you still worried about that window, bro? Because they bringing back these players that you was talking about.
Hey, man.
I just feel, listen, Mike, I just feel like when it comes to the secondary, I feel like the team will go out there and get guys. Yeah, they might get burnt. They might not be the greatest guys in that backfield because they're heavily invested on the pass rush. And we all understand how that works. Matter of fact, we can have the best secondary, right? And if we don't get to the quarterback, the secondary won't look good.
It don't matter at all.
So let them continue to do what they're doing, man. And man, guys, you guys have been awesome, man. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Before we leave, and I know it hasn't happened yet, but what would a Mostert restructure mean? What is that telling you? Because we got him for this year, next year, and the year after. He's here for three more years. Well, counting this one, 2 after this one. So we got him for 2021, 21, 22, and 22, 23.
Yeah.
Why would they be discussing a an extension. Do you think that means they want him to be a more of a ball carrier and not special teamer?
This is why they want him to be number one, and this
Wow.
means that they'll be moving on from Tevin Coleman. Okay.
Okay.
They'll be moving on from Tevin Coleman.
Stop.
And it'll be Mostert, and then it'll be these young guys.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. We'll be back. And as soon as we hear something, we're going to bring it to you guys, man. Y'all already know the
See how
deal, man.
smooth I said that, yo? It was like, number one. Yeah. That's what it's going to come down to, bro.
So you guys know the deal already. You guys know to keep those buttons locked, subscribe, likes, all that good stuff. You know where you're going to find us. We're going to be right here. All the stuff will be turned into podcasts. If you guys have to jump in the middle or whatever, don't worry about it. We're going to load up two or three podcasts tonight. So you guys make sure you subscribe on the podcast. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you guys will find it there. That's nothing but Niners, NBN, NB9ERS, however you got to find us. You guys see it up there in the corner. You see the white, right at the top of the stadium. You see it up there, NB9ers. You can find us even that way. You don't have to type in 49ers, nothing but Niners. Just do the little initials right there. Hashtag NB9ers. You'll find us, all right? We promise you guys that. We will be back. Eric Crocker, look at him popping up at the bottom of there. Crocker, the Crocker report. What's up, E? All right, man. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of news coming. Make sure you guys are tuned in. We appreciate you guys. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful, y'all.
Yeah.
Pooh.